Now, here on the Mix Zone, we've been fanning out all summer. What happened to my fan? Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. Ah!
Reports of a disturbance in the world of athletics. All units, fan out.
Okay, here on the Mix Zone, we've been fanning out all summer about athletics. Like I said, the Diamond Leagues have been kicking off. The UK Championships went shoo, and there have been some great Continental Tour meets as well. We've been watching for records to tumble, and recently they have done, but as I said, we were going back to the UK Championships. So let's take a look at what our homegrown talent and some transplants have been doing this summer and what we can look forward to at the Commonwealth Games and the European Championships. Let's check it out. But before we get into any of that, let's start at the beginning. Now, the British UK Championships are traditionally held at the Birmingham Alexander Stadium. They have been held in Manchester a few times when the stadium's been under construction, you know, for the Commonwealth Games and things like that. But ultimately, it was back where it belongs this year. And we kicked off, well, for me anyway, with some fantastic 400-meter hurdles heats. Now, Emily Newnham in the 400 meters, whew, fire. She's following in the footsteps of Ailey Child and Perry Shakes Drayton, and we can't wait to see what she does next. The 400-meter hurdlers have always switched to the 400 for relays and indoors, or have traditionally done that. They haven't always, but we've got some great 400-meter hurdlers on our women's relay team at the moment. Shout out Lena Nielsen, and now shout out Emily Newnham, who for the past few years has been extending her duties to the relay team fantastically. Emily Newnham went straight through to the semi-finals. Was it ever in doubt? No. Now, in Heat 1 of the men's 400-meter hurdles, we had Seamus Derbyshire taking it to Josh Folds. Now, that was an amazing race. They took each other to the line. Seamus Derbyshire probably went out a little bit hard, but if you've watched him over the years, you're really excited to see him going out hard, because oftentimes he goes out pretty fast and then he has a great storming finish. But this time he went out super hard, showing that he's been working on that 200-meter speed. Josh Folds, however, did hold on and keep him at bay to take the first heat. Now, we were also looking at Tyree Donovan with a sick performance in the third heat. But undoubtedly, most British eyes were on Alistair Chalmers. Now, I would have said English because, you know, the Commonwealth Games is coming up and he ain't from here. He will be representing Great Britain, we hope, at the Europeans. Now, apart from a stinging finish from Oko, which was a surprise, unless you know about him, Alistair Chalmers was pretty much unchallenged in his heat. So the 5 that we really expected went through to the finals. Charlotte Payne and Anna Purchase went toe-to-toe in the women's hammer, both with 70-meter throws, which really represented the fact that women's hammer in Britain is in safe hands. That's not how you do hammer. At the UK Champs, we have heats, we have semis, we have finals. Okay, what's going to happen at a major championship? So it's important to have all of these rounds. What do you guys think about the fact that the top seeds do not have to go in the heats at these championships? This happened last year as well. They get instantly advanced to the semis. What do you think? For me, it meant the heats were a little bit... That is not what I meant. But at the same time, they were actually quite... Because, you know... We want to know who's coming up next. Where is the new British talent? Who are they going to be? And what are they going to be able to show us? So it was nice to see some of the new girls coming up, and also some of the older girls who are still performing at national and at regional level to come to the championships and really show what they prepared for the whole year. However, the women's heats were not that exciting. On to the men's. Okay, I don't know why I said that, because they weren't that exciting either. On to the next. Now, in the men's high jump, we have a fantastic story in the UK this year. Kamani Jack from nowhere, won the NCAA championship with a world-leading jump of 2 meters 31. Now, we can't wait to see what happens for the rest of the year with him. We've got the Commonwealth Games, we've got the European Championships, and hey, we got the British Championships. What was he gonna do? Well, duh. Right, we back. Now, they call the 100 meters sprint the blue ribbon event. For me, that could be the pink or the yellow or the green. For me, it's the fours. Now, I like it when you run all the way around that track. You see that track? See that track? Shameless plug-in, shameless plug-in. You see that track? I like it when they run all the way around that track. So it was really exciting for me to see the men's 400 and women's 400 heats. I was so gassed to see what Yemi Mary was going to do. Come on, Yemi Mary! I was really excited to see the re-emergence and resurgence of Charlie the Cheetah Dobson and to see what would happen in their heats. Now, Sam Reardon really pushed Charlie Dobson really hard in his heat. Toby Harris was unchallenged in his, and it was really exciting to see one of our new regular relay runners really send it to y'all in the heat. So well done to Sam Reardon and Charlie Dobson, Charlie the Cheetah Dobson, and well done to Toby Harris, my guy. Of course, it's important to talk about mental health in the sport because these athletes are pretty much machines. So every day they have to go through struggles and things that might, set them back a little bit or cause them a few pains, a few struggles. We have to give a shout out to Alex Haydock Wilson. I know he's going through something at the moment, but Alex, you're one of our champions. You're also one of the people we rely on greatly in our relay team. So big up Alex Haydock Wilson. Get better soon. Back to the track. Now, perhaps it was a foregone conclusion that Amber Anning and Yemi Mary John would win their heats. However, it was really exciting to see another Regis, come on for the athletics family dynasties, another Regis, Alicia this time, hang on to come second in her heat. And we couldn't wait to see her in the final. Now, we talk about former runners, older ladies. Older ladies? No, old ladies. We talk about former runners and more senior athletes. And it was really exciting in Heat 3 to see Mary Abichi. Come on, Mary Abichi. Fond memories of you in the relay. And I'm always excited to see you run. Now, the main stories of the women's heats, however, were the continuing dominance. And I say dominance because, in my eyes, we're still there, of the British women's 4x4 team. Now, it's really fantastic to see Charlotte Henrich, Poppy Malik, and Louisa Stoney all go out in their heats and perform really well. And I thought to myself, what's a final we're going to have in the women's 400 meters? Come on, girls. It was also really exciting to see Keely Hodgkinson working on her speed and going out in the 400 meters. Now, Keely is going to do whatever it takes this year to try and assault that world record. And we also know there is a certain Swiss lady that is trying to do the same thing. Watch out, Keely. Damn. Now, when it came to the men's and women's 100-meter finals, it was great. I was really excited to see Rommel Glaive take it and see a great, fantastic resurgence of Louis Hinchcliffe to take the bronze. And in the women's side, Amy Hunt was solid. She was solid. But the story of the women's for me was Mabel Akande, one of our great juniors, coming through and saying, all right, all right, all right. Big up Mabel Akande. She ready? Now, I think I know everything about athletics, but what the hell is frame race? Come on, frame race! What is frame race? Now, in said frame race, Finley Menzies was hold off Gavin Drysdale for the win. It was fantastic to watch, really exciting for me. Perhaps the only thing that wasn't exciting was, why were they playing Queen Bicycle as the theme at the end? I'm like, what in the what? I mean, I'm sure someone found that funny, but personally, I found it offensive. But putting that aside for a second, come on, frame race. Bring on frame race at every championship from now on. Sometimes the games can only be as big as its biggest athlete, and I think at this games, the biggest athlete was undoubtedly Keely Hodgkinson. So her pulling out of the 400 just before it started, and us even being able to see her at the side of the track in some pain, was really devastating for a lot of people coming to watch. However, on with the show, get better soon, Keely. We want to see you take that world record, although you might have some Swiss competition coming up, right? Now, in the women's 400 final, it was amazing coming around the top end. Amber Anning, Yemi Mary John, Charlotte Henrich, all abreast. What was going to happen? I thought it was fantastic to see Amber Anning, surge to the front and take that title once again and show that she is the dominant 400-meter runner in this country. She has a PB of sub 49 seconds, so come on. But Yemi Mary John on her upward trajectory and Charlotte Henrich bursting onto the scene this year. Our World Championship relay prospects next year and further ahead to LA 2028 are just looking fire right now. Now, this is the mix zone. And if you know me, Fanathletics, then you know that the 400 meters is my favorite run, my favorite race. Now look behind us, see? It's all about going all the way around that track. Now, I would take you around, but it could take a while, so we're not gonna do that right now. But the 400 meter hurdles is also one of my favorite events. And I was really looking forward to the men's 400 hurdles final at the British Championships this year. It was a mess. Now, Seamus Derbyshire, who we had our money on here at Fanathletics TV. Seamus Derbyshire, he was all over the place at the beginning of the race. I think he hit a hurdle, he came off a hurdle really poorly. It did not go well. Tyree Donovan, who we had great hopes for as well, pulled something in the home straight. Really sorry for him because his journey up and coming is fantastic. It's amazing to watch. So shout out to Tyree Donovan. Get better soon. Don't make us wait too long because we're following you. We want to see great things from you. Jake Minshall though, Jake Minshall, we're really, really excited about this guy. Like last year he fell at the championships and it was a case of what could have been. What? But this year it was exciting to see him finish and see him finish strongly. It was perhaps undoubtedly Chalmers who would win, and he did. And I'm excited to see him take home another medal for UK at the European Championships. Come on, Alistair Chalmers. Well done, champ. Now, after the frame race, which had me on the edge of my seat, bed, couch, wherever I was at the time, I think I was here. I ain't left. It was, oh, hello, Denise. Denise Lewis, the president, Mrs. President of British Athletics and of the English Commonwealth Games herself. Thank you very much, Denise Lewis. As I always say, thank you for the great times. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for being our president and being such a great and fantastic ambassador for the sport. Now they were like, oh, what was your strongest event, Denise? What was you good at? I was like, come on, she was a beast javelin thrower. Come on. And you know her javelin was a great, strong event. I love seeing her in the long jump as well. In fact, we're going to be reviewing Denise Lewis's new Instagram show coming up on Fanathletics TV. So come and watch, come and check out what she eats, how she does her workout, all the many, many, many red carpets she be all up and through. Shout out, Denise. Come on, Mrs. President. We are honored by your presence. I don't know what was happening in Birmingham a few weekends ago at the British Championships, but people was not able to get over them hurdles. Now, there's one over there. I mean, it's a steeplechase one, and I ain't going to do any, but I'm just saying, y'all can't get over the hurdles. Now, the men's 110 hurdles was messy, messy, messy. Ajura tipped to win, messy. Goriola, one of our favorite runners of the last few years, messy. Now, Bennett did deserve that win, so congratulations, Bennett, but I was just wondering what would have happened. Taddy, why you make us wait, man? Why are you making us wait? Now, while the men's 200 might not have popped off, the women's 200 was fire. It was a great run by Success Edouard to hold off the champion, Amy Hunt. And we are talking about the Success Express come through and go, oh, yes, Success. Success is a great runner. She's having great success. Great success, the Success Express. Shout out Success. Success Edouard took the title and we were so excited to see it. Amy Hunt came second. And I think Amy Hunt was a little bit surprised by the maintenance of Success's speed towards the end of that race. Now, I'm glad that Dina Asher-Smith pulled out because she wasn't ready for that race. She was a little bit injured. I think she felt a twinge, but it was really important that they advanced Kisiwa Mensah to that final. Why y'all got open lanes in finals? There's a 9th placer and there's a 10th placer. Bring them through. Fill these lanes up like we want to fill our stadiums up. Come on now. Now it was on to an amazing, it was not even amazing. Now it's on to men's 400 meters finals. As I say time and time again, this is my favorite race. This is my race that I used to run. And well, this one wasn't because after great performances in the heats, it was upsetting to see Sam Reardon and Ben Lunt not do so well in the final. But we know that there's a relay and we know that these guys are going to be massive, massive, massive elements to the makeup of that final four. So we're really excited to see them. Now, in the men's 400 final, we had 3 medalists from the Paris Olympics and the Tokyo World Championships. So UK 400 meter running is in a great place, but we need to get those times up, boys. We need those performances to come back. We need y'all doing what Charlie Cheetah Dobson did at the Diamond League finals 2 years ago when he came through. I was really excited to see Toby Harry's on that podium though. Come on, boys. So Commonwealth teams have been announced. And as we look forward to the Commonwealth Games starting in just a week and a half's time and the European Championships to follow 2 weeks after that, we're really excited to see the performances of our UK athletes out there. So come on, guys, let's get ready for the championships. Let's go. Fantastic's going to be there at the European Championships. Get ready, everyone. Fan out.
Reports of a disturbance in the world of athletics. All units.
Fan out.